Hello, everyone. James Wilson here. And what I wanted to do is an update on the trends on Target Smart. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and also want to talk about Florida as well. Okay, so in the going to the state polls, we're going to start with Arizona. Okay, and right now Arizona, the Democrats have a 16,000 vote lead. Okay, so it trended right by 2,000. Okay, and so it was on Monday. On Tuesday, it was 61,000 vote lead for the Democrats. That has shrunk to 16,000. Okay, so we're going to move on to the state of Nevada. And in the state of Nevada, look at that. It has shrunk to a 6,000 vote lead in favor of the Democrats. Okay, so it has trended right again by 5,000 votes. It is neck and neck, folks. Okay, so that's good for the Republicans. I'm really hoping that this can flip. Last time the Democrats won, and even though it may not be a Republican surge on November 3rd, there is still going to be some Republicans that decide to vote in person. It's going to be more Republicans than Democrats. So this is going to get very interesting. Okay, let's move on to the state of Iowa. Okay, in the state of Iowa, the Democrats have a 54,000 vote lead. So looks like it hasn't changed. Okay, so not as much information. It is over half the ballots casted, but it hasn't really trended since the last time we spoke. Okay, in the state of Minnesota, looks like 46.2, almost half the ballots. Minnesota still has a 213,000 vote lead in favor of the Democrats. Nothing has changed since then. Okay, so we're going to move on to the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin, same thing, 33,000 vote lead in favor of the Democrats. Nothing has changed. The data has not changed. Okay, so we're going to move on to the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Pennsylvania, same information, 682,000 votes. Nothing has really changed. Okay, and in the state of North Carolina, looks like 91,000 vote lead in favor of the Democrats. Okay, so that did change, and that changed by that trended right by 28,000 votes. Okay, and looks like 80% of votes were casted. So there's a lot of voting here. It's going to come down to the wire. It looks like when you look at it, there's more Democrats voting. You still have 80% out there. So it's going to get very interesting tomorrow when we take a look at it and we take a look at the data. And as I said, in North Carolina, it's kind of a weird state. Sometimes the Democrats, they've been Democrats for 30, 40 years, and they'll vote Republican. It's a little bit different than some of the states, but as I said in this video, I just assume that everything is the same, and I look at the trends. So when you look at the trends on 2016 versus 2020, yes, there is more voting, but it's trending Republican. And I have to trust these numbers. Last time the Democrats had the lead, now it's the Republicans. So I'm thinking that Trump will win the state of North Carolina. That's my logic. Even though most of the votes is casted and the Democrats do have a lead, it's making me think that the Republicans are still going to win the state. Okay? And in the state of Michigan, it's still 99,000. Okay? So nothing has really changed. So the only states that changed were Arizona, Nevada, and North Carolina. And they all trended right. So it's overall a good day for Donald Trump. So just in raw data, Republicans gained 16,000 votes in Arizona today. Nevada, Republicans gained 19,000 votes. I mean, not 19, but 9,000 votes, which is really good. In Iowa, they gained 4,000 votes. Minnesota, they lost 2,000 votes. In Wisconsin, they gained 8,000 votes. And Pennsylvania, it was the same. Nothing changed. North Carolina is where they gained the most. North Carolina, they gained 55,000 votes. It looks like. No, I take that back. They gained 28,000 votes. Okay. And in Michigan, it looks like they gained 2,000. So it's overall a better day for the Republicans. As far as the data is concerned and as far as the trends are concerned. So, Michigan can go either way. This is probably, based on the data and the models, this is probably the most difficult state to predict right now, because the data that's coming in, it's just showing little changes in favor of the Republicans. It's not showing major changes. So let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.